Hi friends, Liz here. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome to my channel. If you're new around here, I've been living in China for the last 7 years, 6 of which in Suzhou and now 1 year in Shanghai. And I want you to come along with me on a 3-day adventure in Shanghai. If you came to visit me, here's where I would take you. Over the course of 3 days, we're going to visit a really good mix of touristy spots and expat hangouts. So come on, let's go. It's very different than any other city. Honestly, this view never gets old. And this one is the famous Shanghai. Oh no! Super famous in Shanghai. The first stop on our tour is called Yu Garden and is one of the most famous gardens in Shanghai, and it's well worth a visit. It's only 30 RMB to get in, which is about $5. And I recommend you come first thing in the morning. It opens at 9. So if you get here early, you can avoid the crowds. So let's have a look what's here. Once you're done at the gardens, you can walk around the pedestrian shopping street and get a snack before continuing your tour of Shanghai. We got jiangbao, probably not saying that right, but jiangbao is a dumpling fried at the bottom, and it's got soup and a little piece of pork or vegetable inside. But you have to be really careful eating it because it will burn your mouth and explode all over your clothes. So it's best to just bite a little nibble and then let it cool off before you bite. So here is the jiangbao. Carefully bite a little hole into it. While we're here, let's stop in at City God Temple right next door. Now that our bellies are full of fried dumplings, we are going to take the subway on the line 10 from Yu Garden to Jiao Tong University exit 7. And now we're going to walk down and try to find some bikes to rent.
I am scanning the phone app so that I can take the bike. 10 kuai. It's like $2 Canadian.
After cruising around Jing'an Temple area's beautiful old historic streets with its beautiful architecture, we'll find ourselves at one of the many fantastic bars in the area. One of my personal favorites is having a basil drop drink at Sichuan Citizen. So I think that's where we'll go and get ourselves some delicious Sichuan food and really nice cocktails. Xinyanfang. It's a maze of alleyways that have little art shops, food shops, bars, restaurants. It's not quite as vibrant as it used to be. I feel like the pandemic has done a number on this place, but it's still worth a visit and a wander, especially if it's not overcrowded, which it tends to be on weekends especially. So come here during a quiet time to wander the streets and see what kind of little treasures you can find. The former French concession used to be a piece of Shanghai that was basically governed and run by the French. What remains are beautiful homes and these beautiful trees that actually come from France, and they just line almost every road in this neighborhood. So we are now at Xinyan Mansions, which is considered an open-air museum of preserved homes from when this area was the former French concession, and there are homes from that period here free of charge, and there are different little restaurants here that you could enjoy if you were so inclined. They're quite pricey, but beautiful, relaxing area where you can just take in a beautiful day and enjoy and feel steeped in history. Well worth a visit to any of the parks. This one that I'm in right now is called Fuxing Park, and it's a famous one, the former French concession area. While visiting China, anywhere in China, you will find so many beautiful public parks to visit. They're free entry, so that's nice, and it really gives you a wonderful glimpse into Chinese culture. You will find people singing, dancing, playing instruments, kids playing, old people working out, and it's just a nice respite from the city. After a visit to the park, we'll find ourselves at Xinyanfang, which is a little walking street where we can find some lunch. Might I suggest Boxing Cat for some craft beer and pulled pork sandwiches. We're in the famous People's Park, and if you're going to see something crazy, people are advertising their children, maybe the grandparents, are trying to find a perfect match for their grandson or granddaughter It's like an old school Tinder, and I'll show you. I mean, I don't know, like, is it really just a bunch of superstitious grandparents trying to find the perfect match for their grandchild? Or is there something else going on here? There's no pictures of the people, so it's just information like age, weight, job, birthday, that kind of thing. How are you supposed to choose from a sea of information boards who would be a great partner for your, I don't know, for your grandson or granddaughter? There's just so many boards. There's thousands of boards up with information on them. No photos, no nothing. I mean, from that, you could really choose who is a good fit for your grandson or granddaughter. Seems a bit weird. Not much to see except for the interesting thing that it's so unique for a foreign visitor. But I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about this whole thing. Nobody wants me to film it, which is really weird. I don't really understand why, because usually Chinese people are filming everything. Let me know down in the comments what you think about the People's Park marriage market that goes on every Sunday. What do you think? Is it good? Is it weird? And now the world famous walking street, Nanjing Road West. This is a huge walking street in Shanghai, tons of stores, and it's pretty cool to see all lit up at night with the neon lights on. It's a fun street. It's got all the shopping you could ever want, but be aware that if you're going to get scammed anywhere in Shanghai, it's probably going to be on this street. You may find people wanting to chat you up, to offer you tea. Say no. Believe me, nobody wants to bring you to tea. Don't believe them. And because they will take you to tea and then you'll end up having a massive bill at the end. So avoid that. You will get some university students looking to do surveys. That's okay. And you should probably avoid buying sketchy watches, but I mean, that's up to you. But yeah, so just be aware that if there's going to be any scam, it'll probably be on this street. But Shanghai is a very safe, walkable city, so you're in no danger at all. Yeah, so let's just enjoy Nanjing Road West. I haven't actually been here in years and years and years, so. After exploring Nanjing Road, we'll want to get some local Shanghainese food for dinner, and the best place around there is Shanghai Grandmother, which is foreigner friendly with English on the menu. The food is really tasty and the prices are reasonable. After dinner, let's get some happy hour drinks across the road at the Captain, which has beautiful views. And then let's go to the Bund and watch the lights turn on and the sun set. When Shanghai was known as Shanghai International Settlement, this Waldorf Astoria on the Bund was the premier men's club. The Waldorf Astoria Long Bar having their namesake classic drink called the Waldorf Astoria. That's good. And a lot of money. This probably is the most expensive drink I've ever bought at 148 kwai, which is like, I don't know, $30 for this drink. like money.
Exactly.
Still have energy? Let's go to one of the many rooftop bars and take in the views and enjoy some music. We'll take it slow this morning since we had a big night out last night and head to a few museums today. One really cool museum is called Team Lab Borderless, which is a light experience that is a must-see. Another great place is the Shanghai Aquarium, which is reasonably priced and is really nice. A few hours spent near the Pearl Tower. Finally, before sunset, let's go up the Oriental Pearl TV Tower, that iconic tower in downtown Pudong on the water, and take in the amazing views from up high. I really hope you enjoyed our 3 days together in Shanghai, and I will see you next week from Qingdao. Thanks for watching.